Okay, so I want to do a little variation of a jQuery rotator, basically where images rotate in from the side and the side. But I want to do it where they rotate at different speeds. I think it would give a really nice fresh look to having things rotate. So I have this image and this image. And let me go ahead and get these on the page, and then I'll explain more exactly what I want to do. So let's build that structure. Basically, we're going to have a div, which is going to be the holder, which is going to be content. And then in the div, we're going to have a top and a bottom. So we're going to have ID equals top, and then we're going to have a bottom, because I'm only going to have just two sections of this. And then in each of those, I'm going to have a UL with those two images as the LIs. So we're going to have image source equals quote top.png like that slash li. And then same thing for bottom, like that. I'm just using these two because I'm not getting a whole bunch of images. So okay. Then I'll copy that. I'll copy this whole UL and put it here and move this one to the bottom. So now I've got this list of images and LIs. Take a look at it. Apparently Google Ajax. Okay. So right now this is what it looks like. We need just these two right here and everything else to be next to them. So let's write the CSS for that, which is going to be up here. So basically what we need to do is first we want to move this away from the edge. So we're going to start off by doing our body. We're going to say just width 800. That's not accurate. I'm just doing whatever. Margin auto to center it. Okay. Then we're going to do our content itself, and the content itself needs to be overflow hidden because the things inside are going to be floated, or are going to be it's going to be go off into nowhere land over here. So we want the content to be only show this block. Okay, and because of that we need to give it a width. Well, the width of the image is 440 pixels. Okay, that's the width of the whole content, which is also the width of one of these. Okay, so that's the content. The next thing is the content UL. Okay, so the content UL, which just make it a huge width. That's really the key here. 9,000 pixels. Doesn't have to be accurate, but it's going to be the whole width of all of these. Maybe later you'll actually want to set this dynamically based on how many you have, but right now this is fine. Also, make it margin 0 and padding 0, as with all ULs you want to do that because otherwise they float away from the page. So that, and then also overflow hidden, which I don't think you need. I might get rid of that in a minute. I just have that down. Okay, now we need to do the LIs themselves. So content ULLI. They all need to be display inline for Internet Explorer's sake. Although, you know what? I don't even care. But whatever. That doesn't really need to be there. Float left is what you really need. And we want to take all the list styles to none to get rid of that dot. Okay? So that's all that. So save and refresh. Okay, so now I've got that. So if you actually inspect this, actually, let's do this. Let's get rid of the overflow hidden here because I don't think I need it. And refresh. Okay, I do. Okay, if I don't do the overflow hidden, oh yeah, that's right. Because those two elements are floated, so if I don't do the overflow hidden, then the overflow doesn't work. But if I get rid of this overflow hidden, then you see that they go on and on forever. 9,000 pixels long, actually. Okay? That's why we have that overflow hidden right there. Okay? Boom. There's this and this. We also need two buttons down here at the end. So still inside the content div. I'm not gonna waste your time typing them. It's basically two buttons, left and right, with arrows like that, and that looks like this. Okay, left and right. Okay, very, very simple. So let's work on some coding for this. What we want to have happen is, let's first open a jQuery function, document on ready. Okay, we need a click on the left. So let's start with the left. Okay, left dot click function. When you click the left. Okay, this is going to be very simple stuff. We're just going to take the top div, pound top, and we're going to animate, which takes some parameters. We're going to animate the margin left property, okay, the margin left property, to plus, no, sorry, to minus. We need to go to the left. So minus equals And then I'm actually going to plus this thing called W, which you don't know of yet. Let me actually do that. Var W equals 440, which is the width of the thing, okay? So when you choose left, it's going to animate the top to the left by negative that amount. And it's just going to keep doing it over and over again. So if I save and refresh, if I hit this, see that it animates. And do it again, and do it again, okay? So then all we're going to do is give it a speed just to make sure. So we're going to give it 1,000. Okay, that's kind of the important part. So then we're going to take this animate here, and we're going to do that here. So we're going to do the bottom, and we're going to do it a little bit slower, so 1,200. And that's really all we're doing here. So now when you hit left, they animate at different speeds. Now that was really slow for some reason. It totally wasn't that slow before. Let me try that again. Okay, it's really slow. You get the idea though. Okay, so they go at different speeds. That's the whole idea. Okay, that's really slow. Let's make this like 500 and 700 because that was like wretched slow. Much better. Okay, so you still get that same effect. It's just this is a lot cooler, I think. And you could do the exact same thing for clicking the right by just doing that. Boom, boom, right. Change these from minuses to pluses, like that. And now I can go left, and I can go right. Okay. Obviously, you need more logic to finish this as a full project, because again, I can go to the edge here. Well, I can go to the edge. So you want to stop that. You also want to stop it from me doing this, which makes it go haywire. So you need custom code for that kind of stuff. But generally, this is the technique, and it's a really cool effect. I actually really like this effect a lot more than just straight doing it. So there you go.